do not have a conversation in the announcement. So if Latifa or it can have something to say, please DM me.
Okay. Thank you, Arvi, for the confirmations. Next to Shilin.
Okay, so today is Friday, and yeah, we'll be giving you like the updates for the SLA. So, Aaron, if you can like open, yes, thank you. So this is like the weekly comparison from like 9 to 15 of July, and then from 2nd to 8th of July. So the blue line represents the past weeks, and then like the orange line represents the previous week. So as we can see that for the past week we are actually performing kind of worse. Like it can be seen like from the number of unique page views is actually going down, as well as the like budget is actually like increased as well as the exit. So yeah, due to like a few reasons, like I'm not really sure why as of now, but yeah, we're like having less page views as compared to last week. But if we see the overall page views that we have for July, so from the 1st to 16th of July, Aaron, maybe you can open the other screenshot. So in total, we have actually gathered like 1,659 total of unique page views so far for July. So yeah, this is the accumulative data for the page views. And yeah, that's for the top funnel update. And then moving on to middle funnel. So here we actually got the data for July. This is actually accurate as of now. So like we currently so far in July we have 145 applicants, and then like the rest of the funnel is actually pretty much well updated. And yeah, if you can see that the candidate application pace is starting to apa? Ay, the application pace starting to increase if we were to like compare to the previous few weeks. And if we go to the next screenshot, Iron, as we can see that Jing also previously like brought up that we are actually like have a slow like we have like a slower application pace like overall. But I see that kind of like as of now it kind of showing the trend of increasing, yeah, but we'll need to like monitor this like for the next few days and the few weeks. So yeah, and then for the other for the screenshots below it, so yeah, not much of a change actually. So from the sub discussion last week is still pending, and me and Arvid will come up with the updates by the next Monday's prompt for this case for the trial candidates update. And then the last bit of the middle funnel update. So yeah, previously we got like 3 candidates who passed trials like starting from 5th of July, but 2 of them actually dropped out, and only 1 intern is onboarded, which is I believe it's Anthony from the S for data scientist intern BDI. And yeah, last bit for the bottom funnel, no updates as of now. See, so I didn't put any like screenshots over there. So yeah, that's a bit on the weekly SLA update. Thank you, and I'll give it back to Iron.
Okay, thank you, Shilin, for the updates. And let's move on to our main issues.
Aaron, could I stop real quick? Let's go back up to. I saw an update that's pretty interesting. Shaylin, so 2 things then. If we go up to the Google Analytics, or no, sorry, the redash, the redash on your side shows the correct version already. On my side, I still see the old CV rejected. Do you know why? Oh, because you set the dates already.
Yeah,
July
maybe it's
1st.
the date.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, if I set it to July 1st, then it starts showing the right thing. Okay, so all the data after July 1st has been, okay, yeah, that looks right. Okay. All right, cool. Let me see. That's a little bit odd too. Does anybody else see what the strange thing is? Yeah, Shumen, okay, why is it odd?
Wait, as in, I think I mentioned this is like the funnel is a built-in thing. So it's like, how to say, the flow is not our usual HR flow.
Yeah.
Like, from new entry and then we reject or like whatever. So it's like the funnels is a bit like mixed up now. So the only column to look at should be like the max one. The previous one might not make the most sense.
Okay, got it. So I think Shinman's working on that. You're going to get CV rejected to CV passed, right? Because then that would actually start looking a little bit more like the correct flow, right?
Okay, as in why we use CV rejected is because on like the candidate tracking board, like we
I
use
know.
each stack as So actually to find out the CV passed, you can just take like the 100% minus the 39%, so you know like how much passed.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one. I see another thing that's a little bit odd. Does anybody else see it? No? Oh, sorry. This is not just on this graph. This is in comparison to the Google Analytics. Oh, no? All right, this is what I see. Iron, or who's sharing the screen? I think it's Iron, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the Google Analytics. So the Google Analytics shows us that the performance from the first week of July is actually better than the most recent week of July, right? So we did better first week than last week, right? But the applicants is reversed, right? So the applicants, we got more now than on the first week. Weird, no? So it's like we got less input but more output, which could be a good thing. I mean, it could mean that we're selecting better or we're targeting better. Srilin, do you think that's what it is, or is this something else?
It might be the case. Like I kind of noticed that the most recent applicants actually come from the job fair that we did, like with Atmajaya
Yeah.
University. So yeah, that
Okay.
would be like one thing. Like it based on event. Like,
Okay, got it. All right, now let's continue then. But I did notice that was a little bit surprising, right? So, went down in traffic, but went up in applicants. So something a little bit unexpected.
Okay,
All right,
thank you,
continue.
Mr. Jing. So let's move on to our main issues. And this is from Mr. Jing again.
Fantastic. Okay, so this is a little bit related to the new topic that I brought up, but this is something that I saw that could be improved. Many of you, when you first started your journey here as an intern, you had projects, right? That was the project proposal. And I had a discussion with a few people yesterday. The project proposal should not just be your entrance exam to get into an internship at Bukit Vista. It should be something you kind of go back to think about how to fix. I know a lot of times we get involved in operations and that might consume a big portion of our bandwidth, but ideally I think during an internship you should have two experiences. One is you should get some real world experience doing operations. Two, you should work on a project that is able to like innovate and elevate the current operation, right? So I don't want everyone to get kind of trapped into this, execution without like, let's think about projects and stuff. So this is a way for everybody to kind of like just kind of remind yourself you do have projects, and your projects are valuable. I think there's things that you should continue. What we might need to have a discussion about, which is the next topic, is who's actually qualified to help mentor people on project management, right? Because that might be a little bit of something that we need to kind of get right? So anyway, I asked basically all the interns and also, okay, all right, thank you, Aaron, for showing. Just put your projects up there and let's get working on the projects. I think that would be a good thing. If that's all ready, then I will click the decision box that everyone has decided to essentially work on their projects, and I think we can proceed on that one.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. So me, Arvi, Jenna, and Shumins already put our projects.
Okay, perfect.
And Miss Latifa, who needs to update her project next.
Yes, please.
And for our next topic, do we still need to discuss this, Arvi?
Can you scroll down? Oh, right. I haven't put the update. So I think one of it is the CV screening, isn't it?
Let me see.
Um, Oh, no, no, no. Okay. So it's about the campaign update. So as I already announced earlier, the new distribution post PICs, they are not only in charge of the distribution post but also the applicants. So for the top funnel people, also need to put the number of applicants in the card in the campaign update. And then what I suggest for the top funnel in doing the applicants is also looking at the source of the applicants, and then whether they are being qualified or not. So you will really know the quality of applicants that you bring.
Okay, thank you, Afi, for your updates. And next to Jenna for Wednesday scrums.
Yeah, I just want to conclude or like finalize the things. So for Wednesday Scrum, I think we have already decided that the purpose is to discuss important and unfinished discussions. So if there's nothing to discuss, there's no need to have a meeting on that day. So the chair of the week for each funnel must coordinate and ask your funnel members by Tuesday 5 p.m. Vita whether you decide that there's a need for this meeting or not. So after finalizing, please tell the person in charge of the meeting roles on the Trello board, which is me for now. And like the PIC will send out a message in the HR Slack channel on all the funnels, like for top, bottom, middle, whether there's a meeting or not. So for the members, is you can invite the initial member and other HR who are involved. And for timings, we have already finalized. So top funnel will be every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Vita, middle funnel is 11 a.m. Vita, and bottom is 2 p.m. Vita. So it's already in your calendar, so it's already booked. So don't have other arrangements during that timing. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jenna, for the updates about the Google Calendars. And next to
Vera
our
has
topics. Yeah, please, Farah.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I think it's not.
Oh, Vera
Okay.
Chua, I think had a question. Vera, why don't you go ahead?
No, I don't have any questions.
Oh, okay. I thought
That was just me waving.
Oh. All right.
Okay, our next topic is back to Mr. Jing again.
Okay, so a little heads up, everybody. I've noticed that I'll just be kind of frank and sort of explain a company philosophy, but also something that I realize needs to be managed, because if we don't manage it, things are going to kind of get a little bit weird here. So this is one of the natures of Bukit Vista over the past year. We're always going to be hiring people, I think, that have different grades of capacity and different grades of skill sets that enter into this group, right? Some people are going to be definitely better at strategic management than existing members. Some people are going to be better at operations. Some people are going to be, let's say, better at projects, right? So what I've noticed is that if we do not essentially organize people into the correct mentor-mentee relationships, which is commonly what we call this pairing, then there could be a few drawbacks. So one of the drawbacks that I've seen is that we kind of have these I would say it's not the best development of our resources, right? That let's say a person who might not be good at leadership is trying to train somebody who has leadership potential, or maybe a person who is maybe not perfect at strategic planning is trying to train somebody on strategic planning. So one of my solutions to this situation, to inspire delight for everyone, right, whether you've been here for a while or you're brand new here, is to organize this in a better way. So what I've done is this. I think essentially we had a leadership discussion about this, but this is my way of organizing it. I think a mentor is somebody who leads people who want to develop their leadership, right? And this could be essentially everybody, right? Let's say you want to actually develop your leadership, so you get a mentor to develop that aspect of you because that's your focus. A coach is somebody who develops your project skills. So you want to work on projects, you want to do your projects to succeed and have like long-term contributions that impact the world. That's what a coach does. And a trainer works on getting you ready to do existing operationals and upping your skill sets on that. So currently, we don't really have that way of organizing. We call like basically any senior person a mentor, and we just kind of say, okay, there you go, here's your mentor, right? But because that might not actually result in the best output for both the mentor and the mentee, I think this might be something we take a closer look at. All right, so Vera, not Vera Schwab, but the other Vera, has actually written some employee designations already. But I want to get started on, it's okay, we don't need to open that part yet, but I just want to get started on a framework, and then I want to invite everybody in to fill the rest of this out, right? So I started with Shumin, because Shumin and I had discussion about this, and I think certain things that let's say in Shumin's case, right? Shumin wants to develop her leadership skills, and I see potential in her capability to do that. So I think her mentor should be me, okay? And I'm willing to do it too, so there's a match there. Her coach can be herself, actually. So her coach can be herself because I see Shumin is actually able to manage her own projects. In fact, she might be somebody else's coach as well. And her trainer is Arvi. Arvi's getting her used to like, okay, how do I work the middle funnel and getting things ready and being prepared for that. So that's one case, let's say with Shumin. Let's say Ara, who's another kind of new person coming in here, right? Her mentor right now is me. So I'm kind of like teaching her about, okay, what's new conditions of leadership. She's asked me questions about how to lead the chapter. Her coach is herself, and I think she can be self-trained, right? She knows how to train herself, so she doesn't need a coach or a trainer for that. So that's an example, I think, of a new type of arrangement that will better utilize resources and actually get somebody paired to it in the right way. Anyway, my idea is this. Let's do this, right? Let's just do this first round. If you're new here, or even an established person here, please create a template for yourself, right? Mentor, coach, trainer, and your own name there in the format that we've created. Put down somebody you'd like to nominate to mentor you, right? If you can coach yourself, great. Just say you're your own coach, right? If you don't need any more training, you're your own trainer, then just write self there. And I think through this particular way, we can kind of understand where to place certain resources better. Okay? Does everyone know how to do it? I've given an example there, and hopefully that makes things clear. If we can get this done by next Monday, I think we can create a system that has, let's say, a better output for everybody who's here. Yeah? Okay. Let me just get some commentary. Let's go to Jenna. Jenna, do you have any commentary about this system?
No, I'm just trying to understand it for now.
Okay, so if Jenna's trying to understand, this would be like how she would do it, right? So Jenna has some choices, right? So she can say, Jenna, okay, I'm Jenna, and mentor, coach, trainer. Now, if Jenna doesn't want to focus on leadership, she just wants to kind of like work on projects or operations, she can put for mentor, none, right? Like leadership isn't something I really want to focus on here. I just want to focus on projects or whatever. And then she can nominate somebody who she thinks can lead her on projects, right? And she can nominate somebody that she thinks can lead her on training. And then we'd be able to pair people up. Yeah? Let's say Ekin. Ekin, let's do an example. Let's go with Ekin. Ekin's fairly new here. Ekin, do you want to have, what areas do you want to focus on during your internship here, Ekin?
I mean, I want to focus on pretty much. I want to give a shot at pretty much everything here. But if I have to choose one thing to focus on the most, I think middle funnel stuff, recruitment processes,
okay,
etc.
So is that more operations or middle funnel in the way how to improve middle funnel continuously, which is different, right? So project is how to actually innovate and change the operation, whereas experience is just doing the operation as you see every day.
I think to do innovations, I think I should, practice my operations as well.
Okay, all right,
To get
very
a
good.
better understanding.
Very
Yeah, so I think operations as a way to do more innovation.
Okay, got it. But at the end of your internship, would you want to actually have some things to say, hey, look, I was able to improve the process here, and these are my innovations that I would like to show the world?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. So then in that particular case, I think Ekin could put down, let's say for mentor, none, and then she would nominate somebody to lead her on projects, and then nominate somebody to train her, right? And then what we can do is we take Vera's existing board and we put the people who we think are trainers, mentors, and coaches on there, and people can have a better idea of who's going to be paired with them. Okay, does that make sense, everyone? So create your own little section, nominate the people that you want. If you believe you can train it yourself. Oh, good. Okay, MVP. Yes. Okay, so that's from Arby. We're doing MVP from HR first. Yes. Yes, that's essentially the idea, Arby. Yeah, you got it. So if we can do that, I think then we can scale this out to all the different groups and then see if that works better. Does this feel like a good idea, everyone? If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you think this is crazy, give me a thumbs down. If you don't know, just kind of wave your hand, I guess. Okay, Arby's, give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. Okay, I can good. Okay, not sure yet. Okay. Yes. Okay. Schumann? Or
I think VD wants to speak, right? I see him raise his hand.
oh, let's go to Vidi then. Yeah, Vidi.
Right. Vera HR is not here today.
No.
Because in the previously in the leadership meeting, sir, actually, we decided that Lilis, Kabayo, and I will have a discussion regarding whether there should be 2 or 3 roles, right?
Correct.
Regarding mentor, coach, trainer, or just mentor and coach. Previously in the leadership, we decided that 2 roles would suffice for technical and non-technical aspect, and then the coach would essentially be replaced by a by a guideline paper to help them get to an operation level.
Correct. That hasn't been rolled out yet. No.
Yes, correct. Yeah, that's all I want to bring up.
It's okay, Vidi. Well understood. So the thing at leadership is we haven't really. Sometimes it's top down, sometimes it's bottom up.
Yep.
So I want to kind of create a bottom up on this one because these are sort of like the boundaries that I see, and it's also happens to be aligned with the career metrics as well, right? So it's that PCI, PJI,
Yep.
and LI. So kind of like this creates that summary and integration with our existing.
Oh, and one more thing, actually. So this list, though, that you mentioned here, everyone should fill their the mentor that they want to have right now. So their own mentors, right?
Yes,
Should the
correct.
mentor be in the chapter itself, or other from other chapter is also okay?
That can be other chapters can be okay. If a mentors, remember, is teaching you something about leadership, right?
Correct.
It's something about like okay, how to lead, how to maintain emotional balance, these things. So that I think can be learned from anybody you think is a good leader, right?
Yep.
And that's right there.
Yeah,
So
just to like have everyone like make sure that everyone has the same understanding. Because currently, like, what if everyone choose you?
I guess I'll have to split my time then.
Yep.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's actually better because a lot of times I'm also the coach and I'm also the trainer in certain categories. So if I can find delegates to do coach and training, then I can actually just kind of spend more time mentoring and I can delegate to other people to coach and training. And then Vidi, what that also does is that allows for intern succession to happen better because certain interns that are coaching can teach the next intern how to, like, let's say, lead projects and stuff. And that I wouldn't have to do the whole thing over again, right? Okay, so let's go with this, and I think this will smoothen the flow. For those of you who are not sure, please place your question on this discussion paper, and we can discuss more of it, and then figure out where to resolve the uncertainties. Okay. All right. Hopefully, this will make things more comfortable and also more inspirational for everybody here. Back to Aaron.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ding. So for HR stream, don't forget to write your mentor, coach, and trainer before next scrums on Monday. And that's all for our main issues for this week.
I think we can move to breakout rooms first, because like I think Aaron is
Yep.
breathing. Maybe.
Okay, I'm
Shirley,
setting
you
up the
begin.
the breakout rooms now.
Thank
Oh,
you
okay.
so
Already
much.
set it. Yeah. See you guys.
See you all.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, peeps.
I was happily listening away. Then Jenna was like, Shun, you are the secretary. Then I'm like, oh.
You didn't see the meeting rules.
Yeah, I never. Oh my god. And I was like,
I tagged you
I'm
already.
gonna. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually the second moderator. So wait. Let me actually share my screen first. Okay. I think we have like a few things on the sub discussion that's not been like concluded yet. Okay, but does anyone has any thing that you want to bring up in this discussion? Like before we move on with the middle funnel sub discussion part. Anyone? Jenna, Arvi, Shumin? No?
Just a heads up, RV. I think Jing wants me to like drop the operations like totally, but I'm gonna double check with him because personally I want to continue like for the PD chapter. So yeah, I will discuss with him and then I update you. But just a ping first, yeah.
you're gonna go.
Arvi, you
I
sound like you
believe
wanna
you,
cry.
Because PD is 5 rows and it's like very complicated also. So it's either RV gonna take over or Vera.
Oh no.
It's either the two
Yeah,
of them, right?
I will be honest with you guys. I have a hard time ini updating the report. But for the CV screening and then continuing the process, it's all right. But having to report like 4 cards already, yeah, that's why. Yeah, we need better delegation in this case. I think
See. Yeah, for the campaigns, how many campaigns you're in charge of? Four?
4, yes,
Two in high priority campaigns, yeah, I think.
yeah.
Okay, can. Okay, can. Yeah, I think later we can like see how it goes lah. Okay, let's see for Shumin's update. Uh okay. So I think this one is actually not concluded yet. But yeah, so previously we agreed to like put this in the onboarding guideline best practice. But I believe it's already like updated by Vera over here as well.
Mhm.
So if we see the breakout summary over here, okay, yeah, I think it's already implemented as Vera here already like apa tick the checklist. So okay, for this one, considered to be done. Okay, and for another discussion over here, okay, maybe to RV, any update?
Yeah, I put the update. So we already have the draft for CV screening process, and then we also have the candidate visualization chart values. And then what needs to be done after this is first I would like to consult with Jing about the CV screening draft because what I did in the CV screening draft is mostly defining what is it means to be job, what is it means to be career, but it's still in general. And then Shumin already choose the way on how we define what is one, what is two, what is three, but it's still like also in general. So it is not um, it is not specified for each yet. And yeah, if my draft is already good, then we will start to specify what Shumin already did on each attributes. So in Shumin's work, we have two categories, which is affective and cognitive way of assessing each attributes. So for the affective one, it's most of the yeah. The affective one is for most of the attributes, and for the cognitive one, if you scroll up to the top.
Yes.
No, still scroll up. Yup. For the cognitive, no. So except capacity and understanding. Yeah, for the capacity and understanding, we will be measuring the cognitive side. Yeah, that's the approach.
Okay, so yeah, I think this paper is from Ilham, yeah, previously, yeah, right. I remember
Mm.
he like put this in the Trello card as well.
Mhm.
Okay, can. Okay, and then another thing that we haven't actually updated, me and Shuman haven't actually updated lah, cause like we're trying with this like availability date, right? And I don't think that we can see much of the like I don't know, for me personally, I don't see much of an like effects yet, like whether it's actually like affecting like the application process or not. But I don't know, maybe Shumin, do you have any like input for this?
Oh yeah, Shalin, yeah, just nice that you raised this up. Yeah, I wanted to tell you that although some of them like they don't know how to like put the correct date in the sense that based on the example we give, but at least when they put in a date, right, we still can roughly know that like they are actually like free now, like it's almost like immediate, so we know that this person is like um probably will not drag lah. Yeah, so I think it's still a good indication for us to at least know whether this person is like looking for an internship now or like in like maybe next few months. Yeah, so I think it's still a good indication lah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
I do think so. I think I saw like few of the candidates actually put their availability in like August or September, which is actually then we can like see accordingly like when they can like proceed with the trial and onboarding. Okay, then
But
I think
sorry,
yeah, yes.
I think I only see one date. Is it a period or is it only one date?
It's only a date, see. So like the
Oh,
earliest they can start.
okay. Okay then. Good.
Mhm. Okay, so yeah, that's an update on the availability date. I think we can still continue using that like, and then see whether it's actually like helpful or not. Cause like our own application process, like our own selection process, like takes up to like a few weeks, maybe like the longest, right? So I think we'll need to like stretch the deadline as well for the application like date monitoring. So like so previously it was like 1 week, yeah. So I think we can foresee until the end of the month, yeah, I believe, until like 31st of July, and then we'll see whether it's actually like given in effect, like whether it's really effective or not. Like by then we can actually see from there. Okay, and then is there anything else that I'm missing out? Yes.
Oh yeah, I think just nice. Like, I wanted to share with you this. Give me a minute. Yeah, so now on the candidate tracking board, right? When you press on candidate tracking, you can press on insights. Wait, can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you can press on insights.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get to see like now this is roughly the time we take for all the campaigns. So it takes for us about 16 days before it reach the cut to need to bring on site. Yeah, and for like July this month, so far we already have 21 people that are like assigned to the trial. Then for now it takes from like this one is for CV entry, basically when it enters new entry until to the hired stack. So now it's about like 80 days. Yeah. So just some insights to share lah for now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I want to ask about the trial. Can you stay? I mean the screen sharing.
Wait ah.
The tab just now, I think.
Are the cards entering on that particular period you set in
Mm-hmm.
the date, or is it a card that is moving on that particular period?
Sorry again.
About the card that is recorded
Ah.
in that insights, is it only the one that comes in that period, or is it the one that is moved in that period?
So basically it's from the start lor.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah. So like for the time to assign trial one is from the new entry to the need to bring on-site staff. Yeah.
Okay, so the one, wait, like I see that there's several things over here, right? But okay, so for the first one over here, like the average time to assign trials. So this one is from where to where? Like I mean, from new entry until like need to be on site.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And then assign. What about the assign to trial count one?
So
Cannot
that
be
one is
seen.
basically how many cards got moved to assign
Oh,
to trial. I think now it's 21.
ah,
Yeah.
okay. Can.
What
Okay.
happened in the hiring time? Oh my god, 79
Yeah,
days.
that one is really very, very long. It's too long already.
Okay, this one is actually taking quite a while. Yeah,
More than 2 months.
it's like almost 3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, but this one is like, but the start date is from like 1st of July, right? So where like the
No.
counting for this
It's,
one
it's
is,
from the it's from the card once the basically when the
uh-huh.
CV enters. Yeah. So it's from
Okay.
the CV enter the Trello board until it moves to like hired stack.
So
So
it's
basically new
not
entry to
time
hired
bound.
stack lah.
No time bound. Yeah.
Sorry?
No, not time bound.
No.
Oh.
I see. So basically the date like filter over here is actually like not actually affecting the result in here lah, is it?
Mm, oh, this one wait
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Like
I remember it.
I know the date in June, like if in May is actually not updated, but let's see. Eh,
I think the
wait,
assign to
okay,
trial will move, but
change.
time to hire no.
No.
Yeah.
Because the number of hire counts since the 1st of June to today is 6.
Oh yeah, see. Right. Yeah. The new entry count is actually higher, right? Okay. Can yeah,
So for
can
the average time to hire, what is the oldest data? When was the oldest data that you get? It?
The oldest data still same from the applicant, from the RD Purwa guy.
Okay.
So from that guy point on, but like let's say the data is wrong, right? But as time goes, it will like reach an equilibrium. No worries. Like it will get correct. It will readjust itself. So what can we do about this? Average time to hire
Right.
80 days.
80 days.
My HR team.
You're the COO. Shut up.
Well, what can we do about this?
Uh, okay. What can
Nice
we
insight, right? Nice insight, right? Yeah, let's
Yep.
go.
Yep. The inside is really yeah, it's actually really nice because we never actually like count the average time, right? Because if it's in travel.
Because
Uh-huh.
yesterday, I think Kara mentioned that the average time to hire for her is like 30 days. How come it's now 80 days? Which one is the blocking point? Actually, I can show all the blocking points here, but okay, never mind.
It's all mostly on trial, like they wait for trial.
Yeah,
Or
because they assign the time that they are assigned to trial is actually like maybe like in 1 month or 2 months, something like that, right?
then the other one is I remember there were some like backlogs. I think the part when Vina, Kevin left, then after that to Ilham, then after that to me. So there was like a lot of time lag there also. Like there were some cards that 1 month untouched and then suddenly like we touch it.
That can also bring the average
Yeah.
up.
That's
Yeah.
why. But I think now it's much better already lah.
From the 1st of June, from the 1st of July, still 79 days, right?
Mm,
I think from the one in July we haven't actually got a lot like of hires yet. Like from the entry in July, right? Because we're just like processing them, so I don't think that we actually have those hired yet.
I
To
see.
apply in July.
Okay.
So yeah, where does this like 80 comes from? If that's the case.
No, it's from the number of cards moved to hired. Let's change the filter, Shumin.
Well, what do you want to change?
Let's change the filter. This is the 1st of July. Yeah. You want me to check who's the name of these employees who are
Yes, yes.
So,
Okay.
okay. Hmm,
While
wait.
I'm doing that, let's try to think about strategies to.
Yeah. I mean, okay, and then for that one, okay, well, Vidi is working on that one, right? So there's this one thing that I saw as well. Maybe Shumin can tell us more about this. Like, it's
Okay,
like the
BD,
success
please
rate.
correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, he spent some time explaining this to me also that day. Okay, so basically this one is like for each row you can see like people that basically it's from the pivot table. You remember RV, the pivot table that we had. Yeah. So basically now it's like to redash. So basically for each row you can see like which source did they apply from. So the applicant count is basically all the new entries. Then for the CVACC count, the second, yeah, this for this column is basically those that are not part of new entry and not part of CV rejected. So basically they move on to another stage. Like it could be first interview, it could be online assessment. Yeah, so then the success rate is this second column over the first column. Yeah. So you'll know like how successful in a way like the source lah. Yeah, for each row.
Let me see. So technically, it looks like a win-loss ratio in a way. Kind of.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yes, but I would like to add something. So
Mhm.
one actual insight that we can look from this. For example, what kind of role that we want to find, right? Shimin, can you like zoom out? This
Oh,
zoom out a little bit.
Shalin.
Oh,
Balance, right?
Shalin, can you zoom out?
The whole thing.
No, I
Ah, okay,
think
nice. Okay, what role do we want to do we need right now?
HAR.
HAR.
HR. Okay. Sort it by the name. Sort the
Wait.
yeah, just sort it. Yeah, you can filter, but yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's look at the success rate.
Zero, zero, zero,
Sort
zero.
sort sort by the success rate, or sort by number of applicant or whatever.
Before.
Okay. So we know that among all these applicants that we have, yeah, among all these applicants that we have a lot of applicants. Yeah, there's actually one accepted CV, which is from the source is referral. So if we look at the applicant count, can we sort based on the applicant count?
Yeah.
Okay, that's also the biggest source of the applicant the source for the applicant count.
Mhm.
But from the other one, yeah, the sample size is a bit small. But basically, if you want a role, you know where to find based on the success rate or the number of applicant, depending on your bandwidth, something like that. So that's one insight that we can take from this table.
Okay.
Let's search for a more common one.
Great.
More common one. What is the more common? Digital marketing, for example, or maybe HR, right?
Digital marketing even common. Okay, let's try HR.
And also maybe the date start can also be changed, like from June, like, so that it's more okay lah.
Yeah.
For more data, right?
But the one from June is not like unless it's from like 12th of June, right?
No. This one is different. This one is different.
Ah, okay.
It's okay. Don't worry. Okay. Now let's look at the number of applicant count. Sorry. Okay, so we have most applicant count from LinkedIn with a success rate of 60%. So is that good enough for HR? Like, is that good? So if it's good, then we can find the source from LinkedIn, something like that. Or maybe we know that the referral is 25%, and then we have 100% success rate for CV applicant from President University. So maybe we can try to approach that one, something like that. So that's the insight we can take. But then if the the sample size gets bigger, then it will be more accurate.
Mm-hmm. See. But this one doesn't actually take into account like the dropouts and no hire. Yeah? Is it?
No, only CV pass. That's what Shumin requested.
Ah, okay.
If you look, only one assigned to trial and zero hired. Right?
Right. Yeah, that could happen, see, actually. Okay. Can.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it
Let's
it
agree.
hasn't go to the trial yet. The one that is assigned to the trial
Yes,
will go to the trial on.
correct. They might drop out as well.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the kind of visualization, the insight that you can find. This is actually a nice idea.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
back to Shimin.
Okay. Shumin, anything else you want to add about this, like insights for Vidash?
Yeah, so the other one that day I think VD mentioned to me is like you take the average time to hire minus the average time to assign trial. So basically that's also the lag time lah, which is true to us that is mostly from, the person haven't even reached trial to the person getting like offered and then hired. So actually that's where the most time lag happens. Yeah. Basically if you take like the 79 minus 16 lah. So it's about like 60, 50, 60 ish there. Yeah. Yes, Jenna.
Jenna?
Yeah, actually, I think the main reason why we have like such a long time to hire is because of the trial period. Because like yesterday, I told Vera like, oh, got this accounting candidate who passed. Then I asked her when can she come for trial, and she told me September for trial. So I think that is one of the problems that we're having now. Because like it's July, I already passed her yesterday, 15th July, and she only can come to trial on 6th September.
Yeah. That's why I think like that's why we put in like the availability period also lah in that sense.
But this availability period is come from us though, because like I think it's because like our trial slot is kind of full in a way.
Oh wait, as in you say Vera say the person can only go for trial in September.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you mean like the applicant.
No, not the
No, from our
applicant.
side.
Oh god.
Yeah, our side.
Okay, which role?
Accounting in BI.
Okay, I think that one cause we don't want to oversupply like in BI anymore. That's why right we push to September.
But wouldn't this like also affect the data when you do the average time to hire?
Yes,
Yeah, it
that
will.
will.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually, yeah, it kind of like escalates everywhere, see, for this one case. Okay, but is there anything else? Yes, Arvi?
I am actually curious about what Fidi has to say about the bandwidth of trial in BDI because we have oversupply there.
Bandwidth of trial in BI? What do you mean?
Uh-uh.
They can the interns or us?
Us like how many maximum people that can go to the trial?
At one time, we only know that at one time the ideal number of we know the number of the ideal number for each role. For example, like we want to have, let's say, at one time 4 or 5 data analysts, let's say, and then we want to have like 1 or 2 data scientists, how something like that. So we know at a time how many.
I see. Okay, and then if we already exceed that, I mean, if we already achieve that number, then it is oversupply.
Yeah, oversupply. If let's say I think like Mr. Jing, right? Maybe we can like assign them to like bigger projects or maybe like other sub project that we do not have, like lower priority projects. But that also costs the like we have to manage the interns as well, right?
Yeah, resource management.
Resource management as well.
Yeah.
Okay, resource management is actually like it actually basically goes there, say, like, for this kind of issue. But yeah, I think from this dashboard itself that we can see like which, perhaps like which channels that are working, and then which channels that we can like prioritize, and then we can see like our apa, time to hire and such. So yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. But yeah, it goes again like in the middle funnel and the bottom funnel side, right? Like on like the resource management part itself. So yeah, I think for this part, it's actually I don't think this can be concluded as of now, but we'll need to have like further discussion for this one. But yeah, thank you, Shumin, to bring up this discussion. And now it's actually 2:52, and we're actually like need to go back yet. But okay, I think for this one, it's still pending, for this discussion. And this one is actually like done just now. And yeah, I think for this one we can like bring it in the next scrum for the next discussion. So yeah, I think that's all for this breakout session for the middle funnel team. And yeah, I'll see you guys later in the main room. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome, team.
Thanks, BT, for coming.
No, I think he want the thanks for his dashboards. Because I only tell him what to do. He's the one that's doing.
Well, yeah, kind of. Okay, okay. See you guys in the main room. Okay, let me inform the Slack channel, yeah, to get like everyone back.
And I realized I've forgotten to write the notes again.
Write it now.
No, so
Pali.
Pali, pali.
Still not realizing you're the secretary.
Interesting, yeah. So in this session, you will like summarize back to the team like the results from each of the funnels, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Vidi, can you check your chat a bit? In the
Check my what?
Slack?
More. More.
Is that really the number, the maximum number? Let's check.
No.
Oh no.
What's
Oh,
the maximum number? I don't understand. Like the number of PI, like that.
no, it's previously the work of Vera. So she is assigning people in which trial date, and that's the number of the trial candidates that will come in July 19th. So if we still have bandwidth, should have been inviting more, right?
Yes. I
Please
see.
please let Vera know the maximum number.
I get what you mean. I think for this for BI, right?
Uh-uh.
Mhm.
I just asked this actually. For like if it's like from the trial candidate and then it's to do we know whether actually I discussed this with who, yeah? Whether the number of trial candidate actually like a lot of them pass or not. For example, we figure out that I think for financial analysts and also accounting, a lot of them don't pass. So it means that we have to tighten up the previous like steps before the trial session by maybe like creating the online assessment for financial analysts to detect that early. So we don't have such a huge number of trial candidates that do not even qualify. But if they actually qualify, it's gonna be a loss for us if they actually like do not apa apply right in the end, like if they drop out in the end because it's too long. So who did I talk about this with?
I think we talked with lots of HR members. So
Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, double check the number with the list whether the number of like trial is okay. But then we should do some analysis on the success rate of each trial roles, and then like evaluate whether we can actually like make the funnel a bit tighter before the trial day even starts.
maybe Shumin also put that in our discussion. So Vera will read the note later.
Yeah, because it makes sense, right? If there's too many people who don't pass, then you have to tighten up the things before, like the actual trial date.
I think I remember that you mentioned about.
Yeah, I think I also talked about this to you, right?
Um,
And then you
what
says that you want to create online assessment. You I will ask David to create online assessment, if I'm mistaken.
is it?
If not you, then maybe Farah or maybe other people.
Definitely not me. I don't remember any of these. Maybe Vera.
Wait, I think I remember. Yes, not that.
Okay, everyone's already come back. So let's give the conclusions from our breakout summaries. From Shumins.
One update is that we have to fill out our middle funnel discussion paper first because the new discussions are not filled in yet. And then we had some discussion on like the new insights that we did it for us on Redash. So just like a point to raise, like for the time to hire, Jenna actually like raised this up that this time period actually also includes those that maybe internally we cannot like pass them to trial like right away because like we don't want an oversupply issue. So but the current data should actually still like shows us something like as a benchmark because it's still mostly on like the past data. So in the past like it still takes quite a long time like 80 days for us to reach the higher stage. So Aaron, can you go back to the okay, then lastly is I think we just talked about it, like there might be some consideration to tighten the recruitment for the accounting or FA role. FA as in financial analyst, and maybe to have an online assessment before the trial since the trial interns like usually fail when they go for trial. Back to you, Aaron.
Okay. Thank you, Shumins. Do you have any words for this data, Mr. Jing?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised actually, right? That's it takes us 80 days to hire somebody. That's like 3 months, right? That's like, yeah. Wow. Okay. 16 days to hey, that could be a good KPI to try to reduce. Yeah. I think if we can get those down, that's not that great. Yeah, Shumit, yes.
Jing, but like we also discussed a bit, there could be a lot of factors that happen. So although mostly it's from the trial to offer period that is causing the lag, but it might also be some backlog in the previous months because especially Vina to Kevin to Ilham, I think there was a lot of time lag there. I remember seeing cuts that were for 1 month and then suddenly do again. So all these will affect this time lah. So in a way, it's just an average,
Okay.
But there are all these issues behind, like even the one that Jenna just pointed out to us also.
I get it. We hire a lot of interns, right? And interns are here for 3 months. All right? That's probably why, no?
No. Because this
really.
one is to the hired staff on our candidate setting board.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not the 3 months that they are here.
I see. Okay. All right. So this is even before. Okay. All right. Got it. Yeah. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. A middle funnel, does that make sense to you? Like an intern would be in the pipeline for 80 days from front to finish?
As in, it's really not ideal, but there are a lot of these cases. That's why we also like try to clear the backlog. Yeah, I think the one in the chair also.
Okay. Average time to hire. Vidi, can you tell me what is actually the average time to hire? So we take a look at the people who've been hired, and then we take the average of how long they begin from
the applicant. From the
new entry to hire. It took 80
Yes,
days.
correct. So for example, like maybe after the CV is screened, right? Then we assign a trial candidate date, and then maybe the trial will take place in like a month. There are such cases actually, right?
Okay, then what I would need to do is I need to see a distribution graph of this, right? Because if the average shows that means the majority of people are getting delayed and the minority of people are going through quickly, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe it's stretched by one like in extreme outlier as well. That might be a case.
Oh, like one person who took like 360 days or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Something
Okay. What I would need, everybody, do you understand what we're asking for in a data perspective, right? We need to see the distribution graph, like how much of it is actually in the average. It could be like everybody's over here, and then there's some outliers that are way far over here, right? Or it could be like really, it's normal distribution over 80. That would be
bad. Yeah.
That would be terrible, actually. That would mean that we probably lost most of our opportunities.
Yep.
Because the middle funnel took too long. Okay. All right. Wow, that's what the backlog might have cost us. Shit, that's crazy. That's not good. Okay,
Okay.
that's good to see it. All right, now we know. Okay, I'm done. Back to Aaron.
Okay, so I'm sorry everyone that we exit the meeting time. So I will exit for more 2 minutes for the conclusions from awareness sessions from Mr. Jing.
Sure. I'm trying to play catch up today. I'm the secretary. So a few things. I'll just speak and then I'll catch up with the writing later. We're involved in a few job fairs. Thank you, Shaylin, and thank you, Iron, for directing us to the NTU and also the Atmajaya job fairs. So our policy with job fairs is we're open to it as long as the cost benefit is correct, as long as we're targeting a specific group. Job fairs can be very, very noisy, and you can get a lot of applicants that have no alignment whatsoever to anything, whether it's job calling or career. So I think the key to a job fair is to really understand the rundown, understand the schedule, figure out which subgroups you really want to target, and then also as part of PR, look for speaking opportunities that can address the largest audience. Those are all really good ways that we can get the most out of a job fair without, arriving empty-handed. So that part is pretty cool. The second part was about our PR newsletter. So the results of the PR newsletter is that we sent out 1,700. We had 1,000 people open, but only 21 people actually clicked on a Bukit Vista job link. We took a look at that, and there's two things we can probably do better. One, the audience information is really suspicious. It says 94% of that 1,700 were from the United States, which I don't think that's true. We haven't done that much outreach in the US, so I would not expect that. That's probably a glitch somewhere. All right. And the second thing that we can probably do better is to also look at the particular messaging in the, if it is true, then we'll target more towards the Indonesian users, of course, right? And the second thing is the messaging. The current newsletter actually, by looking at what's above the fold in the first email, it looks actually like an ad for an app, right? So that's maybe pushing the social proof up to the top. So what we plan to do is we might tailor the next newsletter to show a little bit more about internships and job opportunities so that it doesn't get conveyed as a different message. Okay, those were pretty much the updates that we could see on the top of funnel.
Okay, thank you everyone for the updates. So let's end today's Scrums meetings, and thank you everyone